Well, good morning, everyone, or whatever time of day it is that you're watching me. And today is, what is today? Sunday? March something, 16th, because St. Patty's Day is tomorrow. Anyway, I've got a long honey-do list today. My wife always like, I don't give you lists. She does. She gives me lists, things to do. So I got to get it done. And Stella and I, right? Hey Stella, we're gonna go for a walk. Not a walk. Actually, I'm gonna go for a run. So I'm gonna run. And she's gonna run. Gonna get a little exercise. Get ready for the day because there is no rest for the weary on Sunday, except for my wife. She doesn't feel good today. Katie, it was interesting. Katie had, she said every year she loses her voice. Like she gets this like weird cough, like right up here, and she loses her voice after coughing for about 2 days. And she had said just last week, she's like, "Wow, you know, this winter I didn't lose my voice." Still technically winter. She lost her voice last night. She can't talk, barely, if at all. Anyway. Heading out for a run. I won't take you with me. Stay in bed. Rest. I'm gonna get out there.
Videoing something?
Uh-huh.
You video your run?
No. I can't do that.
You need a GoPro.
I know, that's what I said.
No, I'm ready. My new Bug Nail sweatshirt.
Nice.
What?
I'm
Go
glad.
Bison. Go Bison. Different than the Colorado Buffalo.
That's right. Stella beat me on the run.
Stella's good. Did you beat him?
So you're gonna clean up poop?
Yes.
Stella, you should clean up your own poop.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gotta put the grill cover back on. Blew off from the wind. I think it's time to retire this. I have to like pull this apart and compost it. So I just got back from my run, and I always stream Pandora, and I was actually listening to a station. The station itself was Technotronic, you know, Pump Up the Jam, and so you're like, what? You know, and that time was lame, but it really brings up some really cool tunes. You know, from the 90s. And
what is love? I've got the power. You can't touch this.
Anyway, so on the run, you know, it's funny, you know, the songs that actually motivate you. And, you know, it was like a happy time and the happy songs. Not all the songs were happy. But anyway, you know, for me, it was feel-good music. Kind of gets me in the mood, ready for the day. And get on that honey-do list. Of course, Katie's picking up the poop. How's that poop going?
Fantastic.
Good. I'm glad you have some of your voice.
Yeah.
For now.
Liam doesn't like it. He wants me to stop talking like this.
Hey Stella, here's the thing. The poop over there, we gotta toilet train you. Okay, show you how to do that.
Show you how to do that, Mom.
Alright, so I'm gonna get on my honey-do list.
So, what is your honey-do list?
Well, you know how long it is, right?
No, you make it sound like I always give you stuff to do.
Ha, I told you. I told him this morning. I did.
That's not fair. You just blindsided.
Now she can't really talk. Anyway.
You just did that.
No, I'm gonna get the pictures from our honeymoon. I want to get those frames. I want to get some frames, and I want to get. I do want to clean up the mudroom. I've got two radio shows I need to actually edit. They're still in post-production. I got some video in post-production. But the honey-do list is like the mudroom and the pictures. And
It's your own list.
that's not my own list.
It's the honey-do list. It's your
No,
own
the honey-do
list.
list. I want to hang pictures. I want to hang pictures.
Then you just want to act like everybody else's husband or wife or whatever.
Uh-huh. Anyway. No, I'll give her credit. She's actually pretty good. She doesn't like make me do anything. She just makes suggestions. And maybe that's actually what wives do or partners do. They make suggestions and then make us feel like we need to do it. Obligation by not pressuring us, but really doing it on like a subliminal level, possibly. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe you'll see some of the progress. So that'll probably be some of the next shots there. All right, getting some things knocked off that honey-do list. One of them is actually got this for underneath for recycling and trash. I installed it in a cabinet area that we don't really use all that often. Like that, trash, recycling. And then hung a few pictures. We've been married like 12 years and we went on a honeymoon. Actually, we went on a honeymoon 1 year after we got married. This is actually one of the pictures from a garden in Victoria. We went to British Columbia. And then this was pretty cool. It's like these bushes and trees that you literally just kind of like look through and you can actually see some boats. And then have some other pictures. And of course, again, we're purging today, donating clothing, toys, and whatnot. We donate everything so that we don't use. Pay it forward. And then this, the lotus flower, Japanese gardens there in Victoria and British Columbia. And then I really like this. I don't know if it's like, it's kind of hard to capture because it's a lot of sunlight's coming in. But I like how what you see here is reflected here, which again, it's hard to pick up that detail, but I love that picture because it's almost like looking down at what you see here into the water. So anyway, and I got some linens like towels, a couple bath mats that we needed. So it's been a fairly productive day. Now I got to get onto the mudroom and hang up some hooks and things like that so the kiddos can hang up bags. I don't know if I'll get to that today, but I'm hoping to. Anyway, so checking it off that list. Honey. So got another thing done off the honey-do list. And so this is actually our mudroom. These are, I don't know if you can see that. These are IKEA. It's an IKEA wardrobe. We've had that for a while. Those are actually the closets. This actually used to be our laundry room. But when we finished the basement, we moved the laundry downstairs. But we kept all the hookups, so we could technically have 2 laundry rooms. Why would we need that? I don't know. But anyway, if we ever sold the house, new owners could actually take this down and pull all that away and all the wiring and everything and the venting. But these are basically the hooks. The lighting in here is terrible. I got to hang a new light. But these are from IKEA. We've had these for a long time, and I just haven't hung them up. Like long time meaning like many years. These are actually the Bleka hook. Let me see. Yeah, so these are smaller Bleka hooks, if you ever want to know. And then, but these are the size. They're like an odd size. It's, no, it doesn't even say the size on there. Yeah, it doesn't say the size on there, but we've had these for years. One thing to think about though is just be careful. So these are actually screwed into the studs, and studs actually go every 16 inches. This is an outlet, so the stud actually runs up here. So you need a stud finder to make sure you're not gonna go into any electrical. Our house was built within the last decade or so, and what happens is when they run the stud up the wall, the wiring is actually, there's a box in here that pushes that, so that's back there, and then the wiring actually goes up along the stud, inside the stud. It's stapled or fastened on the inside. So just be careful, turn your electricity off, and then make sure that if you're drilling, I don't recommend it, but I've been in construction, but just make sure that you're drilling a straight hole in there, because if you go off, then you could hit the conduit and that wouldn't be pleasant. Anyway, turn your electricity off before you do any of that stuff. Anyway, these hooks are going to be for basically the backpacks.
So they can just put their backpacks here, just like that. And then they can each put their bags there, because ultimately they shove everything in here. But I guess it's better than having it all over the floor. So anyway, and then I'm probably going to put a shelf up here at some point. So just a shelf there, and we have a little bench where they can put their shoes on and stuff. Anyway, that's it for the honey-do list. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. Sit out here on the porch, get a little vitamin D, and later, probably soon, I'm gonna run out and get a little pho, a little Vietnamese soup, because Katie's just shredded. She's just tired, and you know, the Vietnamese soup I think does wonders. So that's the deal. That's what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the day. And of course, rendering all this, getting all this video taken care of here in my editor and uploaded to YouTube. Thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, and anything else that you're doing with this video. And I'll catch you on the next Controlled Chaos.